Hi, how are you guys? How are you guys? Let me just make sure it's all showing up. Hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is well and is doing really, really, really great. I wanted to come on here and really talk to you about something that is near and dear to my heart. And you know, I always come up with these conversations based on conversations that I also have with my clients, right? And one of the things that really got me thinking last week as I was helping my clients set up their businesses and put all the systems in place to make sure that they are successful and profitable in their business is the importance of knowing your ideal clients. And yes, I know it's a conversation that you have heard over and over and over, but it's good to reiterate how important it is for you to know your ideal clients and what are some of the things that you can do to identify who is your ideal client and how you speak directly to them. Because a lot of you guys and a lot of entrepreneurs come to me with the challenge of not getting enough clients, right? Not getting enough clients in their sales funnel. And so they're not getting consistent revenue, they're not getting repeat revenue. And a big part of this, one of the reasons, it might not be the only reason, but one of the reasons that this may be happening is because you are not speaking to your ideal clients because you have not identified who are the people who need what I am selling, who needs this offer, right? And who needs this enough that they will buy from me over and over. They will refer me to other people. They will be my biggest cheerleaders. Who are these people? And I think a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we start businesses or you start a business and you skip past creating your ideal client avatars. You skip past or you skipped over the importance of doing that research, right? And you go straight into what is going to be the name of my business? What is my logo going to look like? What are my colors going to look like? And those things. But the thing is, all of that would make absolutely no difference if you are not speaking directly to your ideal clients, right? And just like how when you're starting your business, you have to have a goal, you have to have a financial goal and all those kind of things. Understanding who you're speaking to is paramount. It's paramount. Yeah. So for those of you who are here for the very first time, I am Adana Austin. I am your business coach and consultant, and I work with high-end entrepreneurs like yourself to get very clear on your goals, identify your ideal clients, and develop the strategies to grow your business. So just tell me in the comments if identifying your ideal clients, just give me a one in the comments if identifying your ideal clients has been a challenge for you in the past. And one of the things you also have to recognize is that even though you may start off with one ideal client, as your business grows, right, who your ideal client is can definitely change because you change. The way you want your business to operate can change. The systems that you use may change. So I want you to understand that knowing who they are right now is not something that is set in stone, but it is important for you to understand exactly who they are, right? And how do we go about this, right? So we all have different businesses. And one of the things that I hear a lot of times when I ask my new clients is, who is your ideal clients? They start off with anybody who. And I'm like, if you're starting off with that sentence, you're already on the wrong track, right? You want to be very, very clear. And when I say clear, I mean, guys, I literally want you to write it down. I always tell you guys to write it down, get it out of your head. Who do you want to serve? Who will need this thing that you're offering? And these are some of the questions that you can go through. So, for those of you who have had clients before, but you're not getting consistent clients, look back at the people who have bought from you and see where there are any similarities. Yeah. So you want to figure out, are my best clients, right? Because everybody who came to you might not be your best clients, right? But are my best clients men or women, or is it a mixture of both? And that's fine, right? Like what age group do they usually fall into? Like, where do they live? And when I say live, guys, be as specific as possible. Are they in the east-west corridor? Are they in Tobago? Are they generally in Chaguanas? Are they generally in Maraval? Right? Or is there like a healthy mix? If you only have one client in the east-west corridor, but you have 20 clients from San Fernando, then your ideal clients more than likely may be in San Fernando, right? Or in Tobago, or in the States, or in Canada, or in the UK, or in Australia. Pay attention to where they are coming from. Also, pay attention to certain things like, and it's not going to be easy for everybody to get this information, but where you can get this information, I want you to pay attention to it, right? Because every business is going to be different. So you will kind of figure it out. So pay attention to, are they where do they work, right? And when I say work, like, what are the industries do they work in? Are they more entrepreneurs, self-employed people? Are they people who work like in the oil industry, the banking industry? Like, where do they generally come from? Obviously, this is not going to be 100%, right? But where do they generally come from? Are they married? Are they single? Are they divorced? Do they have kids? If they do have kids, do they have little kids, or do they have teenagers, or do they have kids who already the left their home? So they are, they are, what you call them, empty nesters. Are they empty nesters? What are the trends? What are the trends of the people who are coming to your business? Yes, most of us do not observe market trends. We just start this business and start putting content out on social media without doing this kind of research. And it is very, very important. I understand that not everybody might be able to answer all of the questions, but you want to answer as many of them as possible. What are the trends around it? Are your ideal clients people who usually buy on a Friday? Are they usually people who buy on a weekend? Are they people who usually go to market events? Are they people who usually only spend a certain amount of money at the end of the month? What is their disposable income? And I know this one is a tricky one, but I mean, when they buy your offers or your products or your services or anything that is similar to you, on average, how much do they spend? Do they usually spend $500? Do they usually spend $2,000? On average, what is the spend? And guys, you would know this information. You feel you don't know, but it's because you have not stopped and thought about it, right? When women go to buy shoes, on average, how much do they spend? They usually spend about 150 to 250, right? When people go to buy food on a Friday evening, how much on average do they spend? How much on average do people spend on lunch? It could be $40, $50, $60. How much on average do they spend? Right? You want to pay attention to those kinds of trends. You have to do the market research to understand who your ideal clients. And this is one of those times when I tell you, go and look at what other people in the industry is doing, right? Those competitors. Go and look at what they're doing, what they're offering, who's following them, the types of conversations that are being had underneath their social media and that kind of thing, because those give you really great context clues as to the challenges that your intended ideal clients have. Because in order for you to attract them, and in order for you to speak for them and like them, okay, you're not speaking down to them, right? You're speaking for them and like them. You have to really have an understanding of, okay, what is their challenge? What is the thing that is, we used to say a long time, keeping them up at night. But what is the thing that is giving them stress, right? Is it that they can't find shoes, like a woman can't find a size 11 shoes, but a nice shoe, not like an old flat looking shoe? Is it that she's too tall? Is it that she is a thicker woman? Is it like, what are the things? Is it that somebody has acne? So they're looking for makeup for acne that, is friendly to their acne skin, or they're looking for cream or soap that is friendly to their acne face or their skin, or whatever it is. What is the exact challenge? Is it that they are entrepreneurs and they are struggling to find their ideal clients? They're struggling to make a profit. They're struggling to start their email list. They're struggling to create consistent content. What is the exact challenge that they are experiencing? Yeah, they're stuck in the brick and mortar mindset. Digital marketing is a large segment of the new market. Yes, exactly, Akil. That is so true, right? Give me a one if you understand what I'm saying so far. Just give me a one in the comments if you understand and agree with what I am saying. Because, guys, you cannot skip over this part of your business. And once you get to really hone in on who am I speaking for, who am I speaking to, right? What exactly is the challenge that they are experiencing? How can I speak directly to that challenge? And that is also going to help you with your content creation, right? Because if you know this is the specific challenge that they have, right, that they're too tired in the evening to go on a Friday evening to go and make dinner, or Fridays they let their hair down there, they want to treat their kids, then that is what your content is going to speak directly to. That is what your email is going to speak directly to. That is what your flyers are going to speak directly to. You understand how everything is tied in together? If you understand who your ideal clients are, then it will be easier for you to create content that speaks directly to them. Because in the content that you're going to create, you're going to not just talk about the challenges that they're having, but also the other side of the challenges. What is that? What is the benefit, or what is the lifestyle that they want? How is their life going to change once they have interacted with your business or they've bought from your business? But in order to reach that level, you have to be able to identify your ideal clients, identify where they work, where they live, what type of family structure that they have. Depending on your business, the political or religious orientation may be important, because there are some businesses that would say, I'm a Christian based business that caters to Christian women, and that, so in those cases, their religious orientation is important, right? And that is different from business to business. Some businesses that is not important, but if that is important, it's important for you as the entrepreneur, when you show up in video, in emails, in blogs, in podcasts, in your social media, that you say exactly who this message is for. Who is this message for? This is for people who are struggling with acne. This is for people who are struggling with hair loss. This is for people who, finish work at 7 p.m. in the night and don't have time or energy to go home and cook something, right? This is for people who don't have transport. They don't have their own transport, but they still want to get to their destinations on time and safely. This is for who is it for? Who is it for? This is for people who no longer live in the Caribbean but still want to get that kind of authentic Caribbean food and flavors and textures. Who exactly is this for? Correct use and application of new information. Yes. Yeah, you want to be very, very specific about who you are speaking to, because you're not trying to speak to everybody. You're trying to speak to a niche of people who need and want. And it is better for you to have quality clients than quantity, because you can have 10,000 followers and get one sale. Whereas you can have 100 quality followers and get at least 80 sales, right? Which one would make more sense for you? Not having the 100 where you're guaranteed 80 sales, as opposed to having 10,000 followers and you're only going to get one sale. It's about the quality of the people and not so much about the quantity of the people. Now, having more people following you is always a great thing. It sounds great. And yes, that's something you should be striving for, to really build an active and engaged audience, right? That's the thing. So a lot of us just focus on, we want to get people to follow us, follow us, follow us. But if you have a lot of followers, but they're not actively engaged with you, they're not actively, participating in what you're sharing, then they're almost like a dead audience. And when I say participating, it doesn't mean that they have to respond to every single thing you post, because a lot of my clients follow me, they listen to my videos, they read what I write, and then they jump into my DMs, right? They may not necessarily engage under the post that I'm sharing. And that is fine, but they're actually still engaging with me. Once they jump into my DMs, once they respond or reply to my emails, once they WhatsApp me, they're still engaging with me, right? Because the content that I'm sharing is speaking directly to them, speaking directly to the challenges that they are experiencing, and showing them. So the content also has to show them what life could be like if you implement these things that I'm telling you. If you buy this particular product that I am offering to you, or if you book me to do your hair or your makeup or whatever the other side of it looks like for your ideal clients. You literally have to get into the mind of your ideal clients. You literally have to speak the language of your ideal clients. You have to get that type of connection with them, because there's so many times I hear clients tell me, Adana, I'm hearing you in my head. Every time I do this, I hear you in my head, right? Your voice is resonating in my head. And that is not by chance, right? That's because I speak in the language of my ideal clients. And that is because I did a lot of research, a lot of asking of questions, right? And those kind of things, for me to get to that level of understanding, it was not by chance, because I could come on here as a business coach and talk to you in all the business jargon that I learned in school, but that would not resonate with you, because a lot of you may not have gone to business school and may not be familiar with a lot of the technical jargon that that entails in a business. And that's fine, but it is my job as the business coach to understand where you are at, where my clients at, what do they understand, what is the explanation that makes a ding 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 in their head and in their heart. And then let me speak that language, because I know if I say it this way, then they would definitely understand what I am saying, and then they will be more inclined to connect with me, engage with me, and more than likely buy from me. Give me a two if this makes sense to you. Give me a two in the chat if this makes sense to you. Anything, honey? Give me a two in the chat if this makes complete sense to you guys, right? If you do not know your ideal clients and you're still struggling at this point in time in attracting new clients, I want you to take a step back today. This is a great time to do that. Take a step back and ask yourself, am I speaking to my ideal clients? Are the people who are actually buying from me right now my ideal clients, right? You also want to ask yourself, where are my ideal clients spending the majority of time, right? Both online and offline. Are they going to particular events? Are they on a particular platform? Because don't assume that they're all on Facebook, right? I have some clients who have no presence on Facebook, and that's because their ideal clients are not on Facebook. Their ideal clients are actually on LinkedIn, right? Making technical information simple to lead your clients to where they need to be, exactly, Akil, right? So you have to know, don't just assume it's on Facebook. Don't just assume it's Instagram, right? You have to, that's why you have to do the research, find out where they are spending the majority of time, and make sure that your presence is felt there, right? You look at who they're following. People that they are following, you should also be following, because there's a reason that they are following them, right? And this is all part of your market research, so that you could better understand what is going on in the head of your ideal clients, what is going on in their mind. Because, guys, people buy based on emotion, right? I know a lot of us think that, a lot of you may think that people buy based on the price, and that's why I'm going to do the lowest price. And if I do the lowest price, they're going to buy from me. No, That is not why people buy. People actually buy based on emotion. So how you present yourself and how you show up to your ideal clients also has to make an emotional connection to them, right? Because they have to build that know, like, and trust. So the stories that you share with them, the examples that you share with them, right? The behind the scenes that you share with them, the language that you use when you're sharing with them, it has to have an emotional connection, because people buy based on emotions. People buy based on how you make them feel, right? And how are you going to move that needle to understand their emotions if you don't know exactly who they are? You understand? So you have to make sure it is making sense. You have to make sure that it is making sense. A lot of times people will come on social media, go to marketplace, come on social media, go on YouTube, go on Google. They know exactly what they're searching for, right? And they will put in these keywords. They know exactly what they're searching for. So sometimes they don't need to follow somebody or follow a business for 3 months before they make a purchase. They know exactly what they are looking for, right? And they go in. Now, how are you going to be found? You are going to be found on social media, on Google, on YouTube, if you're using the right keywords. And those keywords are the words that your ideal clients use when they are looking for the solution to the challenges that they are experiencing. Guys, you understand how everything comes together, right? So knowing your ideal clients is connected to your messaging, which is your content creation, which is also tied into your profit plan. You can't have one without the other. All of them work together. But if you understand your ideal clients, you understand the words that they use, you understand the phrases that they use in describing not just the challenge, but in describing the life that they want, and you intentionally and consistently use those words back to them in your messaging, in your emails, in your videos, in your website, then you will be found by them, especially if you're not at a stage where you are doing a lot of ads and that kind of thing, and you're trying to organically attract your ideal clients. That is why you need to be very, very clear and very, very specific about speaking directly to them and using the words that will resonate with them and will make them get excited to work with you, right? And you use it across all platforms that you are at, where your ideal clients are. Yes, give me a 3 if that making sense. Right, people have literally gone on Google and search business coach Trinidad and Tobago, and I would pop up, right? And they would go onto my website. They would either be directed to the website or my Facebook page, and they would get all the information, and then they would book a call. So they didn't have to follow me for 3 and 4 months, right? Because in my messaging as well, it spoke directly to the challenges that they were experiencing. So it was very, very easy for them to make a decision and work with me, right? Because the words that I was using, the language that I was using, the tone that I was using was speaking their language. So they understood that I understood what they were experiencing and how they could use they can contact me to help them with that challenge. So you have to do the same thing in your business, whether you are brick and mortar, whether you're a service-based business, whether you're selling cream, you're selling clothes, you're selling food, you're selling accounting services, you're selling bookkeeping services, you're selling social media management services like a VA, you're selling website services. What are the words or phrases that your ideal clients are using to describe the challenges that they are having, and what is the life that they want? They want to have this website so that they don't have to depend on social media, and so that they can attract their ideal clients, so that they can showcase all of their products or services, right? So you have to say those things in your own messaging to your ideal clients. Before you reach there with the messaging, you have to know who they are. Who are these ideal clients? Where do they live? Where do they work? Are they married? Are they single? Are they divorced? Do they have kids? What is their usual disposable income? Do they have any religious or political affiliations, if that's important for your brand of business? Um, who are they following? Who are they listening to? Where do they normally go to buy the things that you are offering? If they are avid fashionistas and stuff, like what sites do they usually go to? Where do they usually go and shop physically, if they're physical shoppers? Like, what you have to get into their heads. You have to get into really, the psyche of your ideal clients, so that you could understand them and you can share information with them that will completely resonate with them. Yeah. So I hope this message found you well. I hope this message found you well. And we're going to continue with these trainings over the next few days, so that you can get a better understanding of how to put your business together, so that you can attract your ideal clients, set intentional goals, and build a business that makes complete sense for you, a business that is giving you everything that your heart desires when you decided to become an entrepreneur. For those of you who are not in Dynamic Business Strategists on Facebook, I really urge you to join Dynamic Business Strategists, where we have over 4,000 entrepreneurs supporting each other, giving each other advice, and where I do a lot of my trainings as well, right? So you can jump inside there if you're not in there already. Dynamic Business Strategist. So as usual, guys, if you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments or jump into my DMs if you have a question that you want me to answer, and I'll be glad to answer it. If you're listening to this after, please put repeat in the comments, so I would know that you're listening to it after we complete the live. And I really hope that the message that I shared with you today is resonating with you, and it makes you take a step back and make some more informed decisions in your business, so that you can attract your ideal clients and attract consistent and frequent revenue in your business. Yeah, guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.